Hey everybody, Target Pistol Guy. Today we are going to be doing some distinguished revolver training. So I'm going to shoot first some slow fire and then some rapid fire, and I will show you the targets as we go along. I'll be shooting those 154, you can see it in there with the snap caps, 154 grain lead round nose. So I'm heading in, getting ready to go shoot a match in a couple weeks. So I wanted to make sure that the ammo that I'm using in the match, which I've already pre-staged and sent down to Phoenix, is the same that I've got sighted into my gun. So one thing you'll notice that when I'm shooting slow fire, and I'll do this even in matches, you load the same chamber, but I will put a snap cap on either side to help me figure out where it is very easily. And then I always am training for rapid fire, so I always shoot a follow-on dry shot, even in matches. And you can tell my dry firing has been helping because my front sight, if you watch when I dry fire and you see the front sight, it's not moving really that much at all. Well, it is there, but with the second one, it's a pretty good, crisp shot. You really just see the hammer fall, so I'm pretty proud of that. All right, I think this is the last shot. This is just 5 slow fire shots, just to remind me where my hold is and make sure I've got the gun. You'll see that I took the screwdriver and I moved a couple clicks left, and you'll see the target here in a sec. There we go. The Colt OMM. Let's bring the target back, and there you go. So the first 2 shots were right 9s. I moved a couple clicks over, 2 shots in the X, and then that last one was a scratch 9. So here we go. We're going to shoot some rapid fire. God bless rapid fire. And this has been my main area of training focus for the last 2 months. It didn't really look like that bad of a string. Pretty nice. I still put the snap cap in there. So I wrote load chambers 1 through 5, starting from where the Colt OMM's on the cylinder. They have a little hash mark that goes between the cylinder and the ejector, and it's from, I start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right of that, clockwise. Let's look at the target. So I shot on the same bull. So some low left shots. This is a 90. So definitely not where I need it to be. Here you can see me counting. Math is hard.
90.
All right, get a fresh B8. Kruger targets here. Thebomb.com. Come back, target. This is a good time to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in pistols and pistol shooting. Another rapid fire string. 1. Wish I would have got my wrist in this. You know, and these shots are getting off in the time required. So even when you single action it, you don't, especially with that hammer, you just don't have to rush it. And I've said this before, and maybe it's not a great philosophy, but this is kind of the way I get my head around revolvers, is that the chances that you're going to do something, you're going to shoot a really whole lot of bad shots, I guess, a whole lot of no's if you rush your match. So there's really no time crunch with, here we go.
6.
That's another 90. There's really no time crunch in slow fire, but when you move into timed and rapid, some people just, you know, and I did this for a long time, just pistol arrow. I mean, they are shooting, and in my mind, the shots can be so bad if you rush all 5 that, you know, like you can, let's say for instance, you have 10 shots. If you rush all 10 and you get all 7s, right? You know, just put them all in the 7. Like I just said I did there.
5, 6, 7,
I didn't shoot a 7 though.
10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And if you did it, you know, so if that's rushing as a 70, then if I tell myself, and this is what I tell myself, listen, I'm just going to get as many good shots off as I can, and I'm going to hope that it's 5, because you have a sense for when the target's going to turn and face. Let's say that 5th shot is a miss, but the rest of them were all 10s. Even if you have that one miss, it's better to shoot, 9 10s or 8 10s and come out with an 80 than it is to rush every single shot and you come out with a 70. That was a really convoluted way to explain that principle. But so far I haven't been having timing issues. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this one, I put one off paper. So there's one shot, big old goose egg. And I think it's right there. So it would have been a 7, but it's not on the B8, doesn't count. Right. I gotta say, I'm pretty pleased. I think I'm going to shoot revolvers for my center fire all season, or at least until I go distinguished revolver.
That felt good.
Here we go, another string. Good shots. All right, so I want to thank everybody who's watching this and made it this far in the video for making this place a home for Bullseye Pistol on YouTube. It means a whole lot to me. Flinchies. As always, hold hard, shoot straight.
Yeah, it went. I mean, I hit the target.